Hello, guys. Today I'm interviewing Ricky Reeves. Last time I had him on was 2 days before the boxer tournament. And he is now 4 wins, 1 defeat, 2 knockouts, and you're back out on the 17th of September in Rotherham, is it?
Yeah, it's the Magna Centre in Rotherham. That's where my other guys have been before. So yeah, same one.
Yeah. So is Rotherham close to Sheffield?
Yeah, it's literally 2 seconds away. Borders it. So it's the Magna Centre. If I'm not sure if you're familiar with Sheffield, where Meadowhall is, there's a big shopping centre. It's like a couple of minutes away from that, so it's not far at all.
Oh, good. Do you know who you're fighting?
No, I'm not sure yet. I think this one that I'm doing next is just a 4-rounder, just to get back into it again. Try and get a win again. As good as the tournament went, I still lost my last fight, so just try and get back onto a win, and then push on to bigger things. I think my next one.
Yeah, the first fight we're going to talk about is you v Anis Taj. That shot in the first round was lovely.
I know, yeah, pulled that out of nowhere. Was a hard fight though. I'll give him credit. Before it, I didn't expect him to be as tough as he was. I told him that as well, but he put it on me. I watched it back actually, the tournament with my 2 kids yesterday or the day before, so I was having a good watch of it again. Obviously, I won the first. The second, I think I took, but he started to come back at the end of it, and then the third round, I was so tired. Wasn't as hard as that.
Before your fight against Tad, were you watching the other semi-finals in the changing room?
Yeah. So where we were warming up, there was a big screen, so we were keeping eyes on it. But obviously, I was warming up and stuff myself. So
yeah, because I said to you that I thought Zorro would win, didn't I, the first round?
Yeah.
And I think I said he would stop Jay, but he didn't. But I thought Zorro won every round against Farrell.
Yeah, I agree.
And then that Jack Fay via Smith, that first round was very close, and then Smith finished him off in the second.
Yeah. Again, another tough fight, that.
Yeah, and then I watched you, mate. I thought it was a good fight, but I always knew you would get the nod. The 10-8 round did well as well, that means, because if you didn't get the knockdown, it could have been closer. So that's
I agree. Like, I watched it back. I thought I won the first 2 and then lost the last one, but that's me. A lot of people saw it. If it wasn't for the knockdown, that he'd have won. People still think he won, so it's just on opinions, really, isn't it? But yeah, I think that knockdown definitely helped the first one.
Yeah. I was watching like someone's interview, and they said that you didn't even like have your own changing room. You were there was a big room.
Yeah. So there was like I can explain it. So it was like one big open room with a screen down the middle. So there was Ellis and Jay. So there was Ellis. I'm trying to figure out Ellis, Jamie, me, and Sheldon on one side, because we were all like the home fighters that we got drawn, and then there's like a big screen, and then the other fighters on the other side.
What? So like Anis Taj, Ryan Cottrell.
Anis Taj, Ryan Cottrell, Jay, and Jack. Yeah, they were all on the other side.
What, Jack Fay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so did you see Sheldon warming up?
So for the so it was a bit more awkward for the semi-finals, obviously, because we all won our semi-finals who were on that one side.
Yeah.
So obviously, in Ellis were warming up, they were next to each other, and me and Sheldon were next to each other warming up as well. But you sort of zone out. You don't really like watch what other people are doing. You do your own thing. But yeah, it was a bit different.
Was that weird?
Yeah. It was a little bit weird. It's hard to, like I said, then you're trying to focus on yourself, but you do have a little look over and see what they're doing
Yeah.
as
If
well.
you fought like Taj over like, let's say 8 rounds or something, do you think you would like stop him?
It's hard to say, really. After watching it back, I feel like I would have took each fight I'd approached them all differently. Same way, I feel I would have beat him. Yeah, I think I would beat him over. Whether I'd stop him or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'd have to be fit and all that.
I was a bit disappointed with Ryan v Sheldon because I don't know, it just it just
No, you were a big fan of Ryan before, weren't you?
no, I still am. Like I hope
Yeah.
he comes back stronger. I'm sure he will. But he just I don't know really what went wrong. He
Yeah.
got put down by a jab, I think.
Yeah, he did. It did. It was a really good job. It was a good shot by Sheldon.
Yeah.
Really.
Funny enough, I was like filming the fight. No, like on an Insta story saying, "Come on, Ryan." And then as soon as I said that, he got put down.
Oh, really? Did you jinx him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He fought well, though. He did fight good, Ryan.
He got back up and
Sheldon.
he did well. But, again, when it's 3 rounds, the knockdown helps you a lot.
This is it. You lose that first round. You're already thinking, if you lose that second one, you've lost the fight. So you do panic and rush a little bit. And it helps you massively if you get a knockdown. So obviously Sheldon got one, I got one. So it swings it straight away in your favour, doesn't it?
Yeah. But fight of the night was definitely UV Sheldon, mate. Great.
I know, I've had a few.
That stoppage. No offense, but I had you losing the fight at the time of the stoppage.
No, I agree. I was. Full credit to Sheldon again. He's a good boxer. It's like I knew from sparring that he's got like a solid jab and is good at moving and whatever. Again, I feel like I would have approached it different. If we were to fight again, I don't think I'd fight like how I did. I started a bit too slow and I was trying to do things that I don't usually do. I was rushing a little bit.
Was it a bit weird after the Taj fight, knowing that you had another fight coming?
Yeah. See, I didn't really have like a big amateur background. And in all the interviews before it, I said in the build-up, oh yeah, I'll be used to this. It suits me. It didn't. I don't like it. I'm usually a bit of a slow starter, and I build into stuff. But with that, I had to just get onto it straight away, and I was rushing, and my technique weren't great, but I managed to get through. But it was a weird format, having to fight it like 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Sheldon fight was definitely a lot of people's favourite, so I've been told.
Yeah. But that the way you stopped him, mate, I was screaming my head off. I lost my voice by the final.
I think part of what makes that tournament exciting is that people so I had a tougher semi-final first round than he did, but then he had less rest than I did and all that kind of stuff. But we noticed, I think if you watch it, I think it's about halfway through the second round. Ryan starts shouting, he's getting tired, start to put it on him. And then the third round, he just had to throw everything, just put it on him. And it obviously, he got drawn into that kind of fight. Had he stuck to his jab and moved around a bit more, it probably would have swung his way, I'm not sure. But
do you think, in that last round, do you think he was just trying to not, get behind the jab because he won the first 2 rounds, would you say?
I think it's hard. I can't really speak for him, I'm not sure. But I know he was tired. So it is hard to jab and move and
Were you
get your head going.
by the end of that fight? Because you had to really go for it.
I was shattered. But it's just what you're doing it. We train for it. So I managed to keep going and get him out of there.
How long was your rest before the final?
8 minutes.
That's not long, to be fair.
No. Again, I don't think Sheldon had long. I think he had a bit longer, but I think, yeah, something like, what did they say? So when I finished the fight with Sheldon, I had the interview after the fight. And
Yeah.
then the security guys, I know a couple of them, and they're like, Ricky, we need to get you back because you need to see the doctor and you've got to come out and you've got 8 minutes. I was like, wow. So it was a bit tough, yeah.
And let's talk about the final now. What?
Yeah.
Was Ellis Zorro hard? Was he tricky?
Yeah, really good fighter. I think I could have done a bit more if I'd have put it on him a bit more. But with it being the last fight and I was in the final, I tried to save a little bit of energy. I wanted to box and move a bit. Looking back, I shouldn't have really because he was the better boxer. He's a much better, technically better sound boxer than I am. So.
And he was more experienced than you.
Yeah, I was never going to beat him at a boxing match, to be fair. So it was more just trying to save energy. But yeah, it was tricky. It was hard.
It is, though, mate.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, I loved it.
And you were the runners-up in this tournament, which was good.
Yeah, again, got paid really good. I've had good exposure since it. It was weird, actually. Yesterday on Sky, a few people sent me screenshots. You'll have seen it on my story. Like, my face was up there. I don't know why, but it was up there with, like, Clarissa Shields and Liam Smith and whoever else. So that was good.
That was cool. Bet that put a smile on your face.
Yeah, oh, it did. Weird seeing me up there. But I hopefully can get up there.
You boxed on Sky, so that's good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's still a bit surreal, like watching myself back on TV.
Have you gained more fans from the tournament?
Yeah, massively. Obviously my Instagram followers have gone up a little bit. But it's nice, like if I'm out shopping or if I go to Shop Up Road or something, I've had people come up to me like, "Oh, we watched you on Sky," or people coming. I've gone to a pub or something, they're in there. "Oh, we watched you. We did really good." Like random as well. I've never met before, so that's been nice.
So that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. And they're all saying that they're fans and they'll come to my fights and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah, but I saw that Ellis didn't sign with Boxer. He went to Frank Warren.
Yeah, he's with BT now.
So are you signing with Sky? You were like the runner-up?
No, they've not offered me anything.
Not yet.
I'd absolutely love to, but I've not been offered anything.
Oh. Can we talk about the Sam O'Mason fight?
Of course we can, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think went wrong with Sam's fight?
So obviously with Sam being a good friend, we had a good chat. It's hard. So obviously he said that obviously Dalton's a really good friend of mine as well.
Is he?
Yeah, I've actually known Dalton a lot longer than I've known Sam.
So why did you want Sam to win?
Just because I train with him and it's in my state. He was, my training partner.
So that's that's a bit fair.
You stick by your team, don't you? But after the fight and stuff, like I spoke to Dalton and I said, it was weird for me that, and he was like, Ricky, don't worry about it. So we went. He lived in the same area as I did, basically. So I know his older sister and we've got a lot of mutual friends, me and Dalton. But yeah, I've said to Sam, like, I didn't feel like he put it on him a little bit. I said to him, I felt he could have stuck it on him a little bit more. And he said he got where I was coming from, but he just said Dalton's timing and his distance were just too good.
Yeah.
So he
fair play for him for getting up after, I think it was 3 knockdowns or something before. And the first one I thought was pretty heavy.
Yeah, it was very heavy. I remember we were sat there watching it. I didn't think he'd get up, I'll be honest. And then he got up every time. But that's credit to how he trained and he got his weight right. He did his fitness. So he was able to take them shots and get up and not be knocked out. Even after the last knockdown, when the ref waved it off, he was up, ready to go again. So,
yeah, but no offense to him. to Sam. I thought that was the right call.
Yeah, well, Ryan said it as well. Ryan chucked towel in. It's all
His
right being
nose
brave
was
and tough.
bleeding as well.
Yeah, it's good being brave and tough, but you don't win anything being tough, do you? And the last thing I'd ever want to see is Sam get like hurt badly.
Yeah.
So you've got to get looked after. But yeah, to
I'm
answer
sure he will come again though, and he will be British champ soon.
I'm sure another opportunity will come. Like I
Because
think Dalton
Dalton's a good fighter.
is a really good fighter. He'll definitely go on to do world level things.
Oh
He'll win
yeah,
a,
he
I
is a
think,
massive talent.
yeah. So there's no shame in losing to Dalton. I've said Sam will come again. I'm sure Dalton will vacate that pretty soon and move up and up and up. He'll want to be at
What
world
could
level.
go maybe like European and then try, yeah.
I'd think. Well, I'm not sure what his plans are, but I'm pretty sure he'll vacate European or he might keep it. I don't know.
Do you know? Is Sam O'Mason back training or not just yet?
Not just yet. I think he's just having a bit of time off, enjoying his like his prize money and just time off with friends and his family and whatever.
That's fair
And
enough.
kids, so yeah, he's not back in the gym yet.
I'm sure he will. He will be like soon, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think he's doing his little bits like at home runs and whatever, but he's not back fully training yet. But I'm sure it won't take.
Yeah.
Next couple of weeks, I'm sure.
Was he upset after the defeat when he got back to the changing room?
Yeah, he was upset, but not like as upset as you'd think, like crying and whatever. I think he was just a bit more disappointed at his performance, and he was happy. He tried his best, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Gave it everything. Yeah, we
How
went back to
long
the
do you
hotel.
stay in the changing rooms after your fights? Like, if you fight one time a night, how long after your fights do you stay there for?
It depends, really. So we stayed around the changing room in and around and whatever for about half an hour. I think it was at Sam's. I'm not too sure. You might watch the other fights, but obviously it was top of the bill. My other fights that I've had, it's you've gone into the back, you get checked by the doctors and everything, and then you have a shower, get changed, and then that's it. So an hour.
Or do you go and see your fans?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So after I fight, I usually go into the back, get
In the
showered.
final, after the final, did you even get a chance to go and see your fans?
Not really. No, not after the final. So I saw the doctors and I thought I'd injured my hand because it's still not 100%. I thought I broke my finger, but I'd not. So I was with the doctors for quite a while. And then I had an interview. And then if you watch the tournament, it was quite a walk away. We had to go to another building, which is where we're all at.
Yeah, because I saw Ellis had to walk, like, because they showed him walking from another building.
Yeah,
also, was the venue not that, like, big?
Oh, no, not really. Not at all. It was like I can't even. I don't know. It wasn't that big at all.
Was it not?
No, there were two buildings. So the one building was where we trained, warmed up and everything. The other building was just where the fight was.
Yeah. When you went like back to teaching, did everyone did any of the people you teach watch your fight?
Loads of them have watched it. Absolutely loads of them. So all the year 10s, I was the head of year 10 at the time. They were all buzzing about it, talking about it. I'm going to be the head of year 7 next week. So all the new year 6s that have come to year 7, they've even watched it as well. So that's really good. But yeah, I've had people watch it. They still talk about it now.
That's good. And so, do you think a few of them will be coming to your fight on what is it, the 17th?
I think I've got there's one of the children at the school. Their parents are coming. I think they've got tickets. I've had a few parents ask for tickets. I am looking to try and sort it where I can get like a bunch of kids to come and watch one of my fights because they've all said that they want to come. So
Yeah.
try and sort that one day. That'd be
Is
nice.
Darren Tenty the main event of your show?
The Darren Tetley Dom Hunt fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the top of the bill. Yeah.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I've not really watched much of Darren Tetley. I know Dom Hunt quite well, and I know he's a good fighter. He fought on Matchroom.
Yeah.
He fought Joe Flynn in a good fight, and when he won that title, so I'm backing Dom. I'd like Dom to win that one.
Yeah, Darren's pretty good though. He fought on the Tyson Fury undercard against Suman, but he did come up short. But I think it's going to be a real 50-50 and it's going to be a good fight.
He's a former European champion as well.
Yeah. What, so,
Tetley is.
Tetley,
yeah. He's a former European champion.
And
so he's
easy.
So it should be good.
Will you get out after your fight? Would you go and watch the main event?
Yeah. I'll stay around. I'm not sure when I'm fighting. If I'm not the one before it, then I think there's 8 fights on. I think there might be 8 fights on now, so I don't know where I'll be.
That's a good card then. Lots of fights.
Yeah, there's lots of fights. I think there's about 3 making the debut. I know I'm on it. Yeah, Bree Wright, Sheffield's first female boxer, she's on it. Dom Hunt's on it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of others who I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's a good little card.
Should be a good night of boxing. Is there going to be a live stream of it?
I'm not too sure. I'll find out. I think what they usually do is record them and put the fights on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. So, but if there is a live stream, I'll let you know.
That's good, mate. Would you my last question for you is: would you ever fight one of the boxer, the people in the tournament again, over 6, 8 rounds, 10 rounds?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've already had a lot of people from Sheffield saying they want to see me and Sheldon rematch.
I reckon you beat him again, mate.
I think I would as well. I'd fight any of them again. I'd fight the ones I fought again, and I'd fight
even the ones that got knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, of course. There's still good
fight. Ryan Cotterill, Jack Fay.
Yeah. If we had to fight, yeah, of course we would.
When are you going to try and push on for titles?
So I'm hoping this one on the 17th, 4-rounder, get back into it, and then I'm hoping to get back out in November time and try and fight for the area title because it's vacant.
What, at your weight?
Yeah.
Maybe UV Sheldon if it all goes well.
Well, this is what I mean. We could do that.
Oh, I would have to come to that fight.
Yeah. Like I was speaking to Jamie Smith, who lost to Ellis in the semi-final. Yeah. That's exactly what's gone and done. So after the tournament...
He's now the Southern area because he beat Mendez in round 2.
Yeah.
He blew him away, mate. You should have seen it.
He blew him away, did he? In fact, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, yeah.
So he had a 4-rounder and then he went straight into a Southern area title and blew him away. So hopefully if I can do that. But then even that builds a fight, doesn't it? Me versus him for an English, or there's loads of different routes, you know what I mean?
Who's the English at cruiserweight?
Luke Watkins.
Oh,
a good friend. He beat a friend of mine, Ian Martell, in his last fight.
Oh, that was a good fight, but fair play to Ian, but the better man won on the night.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, there's lots of different routes, but I'm hoping if I can get this fight out of the way, I'm not looking past it, but get a central area title fight, and then next year we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and we'll see, mate. Thank you for your time and keep the good work up, mate.
Not a
You're doing
problem.
very well.
No worries, Sam. Anytime.
Bye, champ. Bye.
See you later, mate. See you in a bit. Bye.